Ever since first playing through The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker around 14 years ago, I have loved adventure games. The Zelda series fast became my all-time favourite franchise, and since then I have played every single one of them through to completion. Except two of them, Triforce Heroes and Zelda 2. Due to the series' high level of polish, these games take a long time to release though, and to fill the gaps, there is thankfully many indie and AAA developed titles inspired by the series. Swords of Ditto, Darksiders, Okami, and many more all show inspiration from this classic franchise. Back in 2018, another Zelda-inspired game hit the market called Minit, a top-down Zelda-style action-adventure game with a rather unique twist. You will die every 60 seconds or less. Your death is inevitable. So you better work out the puzzles and fight the enemies quickly, or you're getting nowhere through this intense, strange, but ultimately fantastically fun game. This is why you should play Minit. Minit starts off as many adventure games do, with the main character, who I'm going to call Duck Guy for this video, waking up in his house with a friendly little dog. You walk outside and start exploring. I headed south, finding a small beach with an ominous looking sword. I picked it up, and this poor Duck Guy entered into hell. Instantly, a 60-second timer begins in the top left corner of the screen. No explanation, no guidance on what to do next, just Duck Guy, 60 seconds, and a cursed sword. This is where the fun intensity begins. In Minit, you will die without question every 60 seconds or less. You cannot avoid it, there is no special item that extends that time, and many things in the game are designed to slow you down. Painfully slow-talking NPCs with vital information, quicksand, long winding mazes, literally an endless desert, and much more to keep you busy in your very short lifespan. After your inevitable demise, whether this be by your 60-second timer or by prompting it yourself, you will respawn back at the last base you entered, with 60 new seconds on the clock, and you must venture out into the wilderness once more. The game works in bite-sized little puzzles, most of which can technically be solved in a few seconds, making this game perfect for speedrunners. And with several bases around the map, you can switch to different locations to reach puzzles much faster. However, the puzzles have little to no hints throughout the game, so you just have to attack a puzzle head on and see what you can decipher from it before you meet your doom. This can be as simple as pushing blocks around, working your way through a maze, or just giving a bone you found in a graveyard to your dog. All these little puzzles are simple, but very satisfying to complete, and with each one you complete, you take one step closer to lifting the sword's curse. As you progress through the game, you do get a few extra items to help you progress, such as fast running shoes, flippers for swimming, extra hearts, and coffee, to help you push blocks with the power of caffeine. The great thing about these puzzles is their variation. I won't spoil too many for you, but some of the best are gathering the guests for the hotel. That requires you to solve lots of smaller puzzles in order to convince the guests to stay there, one of which you have to kill a gang of bandits. Except for one. I couldn't find anything that told me this, so just by observing the enemies, I was able to work out that one of them wasn't attacking me so often. Leave that one alive and they will join the hotel. In many games this could be annoying, but with Minit it works very well, as since the game is so focused on time management, having to think outside the box to work out a puzzle is a key aspect. This is thankfully kept from being tedious, since the game is quite short. On my first playthrough, it only took me about an hour and a half to reach the final boss. There is an extra mode available with a harsher 40-second lifespan, but other than that, that's pretty much it. This isn't a negative though, the game is very much designed for repeat playthroughs to finish it in a short time, and in as few lives as possible. Some of the speedruns you can find online are crazy, clocking in at as little as 4 to 5 minutes. You won't be completing it on your first try that quickly though, unless you're cheating of course, which I highly recommend you don't do, because if you do, it takes away what makes this game so fun and intense. Thankfully, this speedy and unique gameplay is topped off with a unique art style, charming world design, and a memorable soundtrack. The art style, as you can see, is a black and white pixel affair, with basic characters and world design. Don't let its lack of complexity put you off though. This world is memorable throughout, with minute details bringing the world together in spectacular fashion. And the characters that populate it bring charm to the world. Each character will talk to you in some capacity, either helping you, hindering you, or in the case of this fish, just talking about how much they like land over water. There is also a rather angry bull, snakes everywhere, and a duck who I'm pretty sure is up to no damn good in the ocean. Then we have the music. It's a highlight of the game's overall presentation. Sometimes it is quiet and unimposing, setting a somber atmosphere. And other times it's fast-paced, exciting, and gets you pumped to run around, solve puzzles, and fight enemies. This soundtrack was instantly catchy for me, and because it seems to change up regularly after you respawn, it doesn't get old either. If you're a fan of the fantastic Toby Fox soundtrack of Undertale, then you will definitely enjoy this too, with its bit tune style beats matching nicely with the pace and style of the gameplay. Overall though, Minit is a unique, fun, and in many ways an inspiring game. Its lack of literal time to do things means that every step of the game had to be creatively thought out. From the layout of the world, to its enemy and puzzle design, and even to its overall length. This game couldn't really be any longer without getting dull, as the puzzles would have to get more complex to keep things interesting. But this game couldn't work if it was any more complex due to the time limit, and extending it would take away from what makes it so intense. The unique premise of the game limits what can be done gameplay-wise. That is what makes it so damn good. It's fun, it's fast, and it's over just in time to not outstay its welcome. You can also pick it up really cheap as well, showing up on most stores for under £5. And even recently, it was free on the Epic Store on PC. Well done to the fantastic development team on this one. You took a basic yet unique premise and turned it into an adventure game I won't soon forget. This was honestly one of the most unique indie games I've ever played. It may have been short, but it is a really interesting and fun piece of game design. I would particularly recommend it to budding developers, as it really shows how basic you can make a game and still make it incredibly fun. Congratulations to its development team, you absolutely nailed it. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Phil, I'm the creator of this video. If you enjoyed it, please click that like button and share with everyone to really help out the channel. You can subscribe for more videos like this every month, covering classic and modern games, and the history of their hype as well. To keep up to date, also check out our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages in the description below. And if you want to see more, there is more of my videos on screen now. Till the next video everyone, thank you very much for watching.